Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Amrita Devi Foundation talk show, Stories That Matter. My name is Mayank Ahuja and I'll be your host for the day. Let's begin with the Amrita Devi Foundation introduction video and then we'll come to our honorable guest and the topic.
Hi, I am Amrita Pandey, Country Head of Amrita Devi Foundation. We believe that empowerment begins with opportunity. Our mission is to equip women and youth with skills, restore our environment and uplift the communities. Through education, employment and environmental action, we are building a self-reliant and sustainable future.
सोशल मीडिया अकाउंट को हैंडल करना, उसमें किस तरीके से एक स्टार्टअप बिजनेस को हम ग्रो कर सकते हैं, वो चीज़ें, सॉफ्ट स्किल्स एंड पर्सनल स्पीक इन पब्लिक, सो मेनी थिंग्स वी आर लर्निंग फ्रॉम एंड आई लाइक टू थैंक अमृता देवी फाउंडेशन जिन्होंने महिलाओं की एजुकेशन के लिए, उनके स्किल डेवलपमेंट के लिए इतना सराहनीय योगदान दिया है।
सबसे पहले मैं अमृता देवी फाउंडेशन का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करना चाहती हूँ। फिर मैं गोविंद सिंह नेगी जी का भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद करना चाहती हूँ, जिन्होंने हमें 6 महीने फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट सिलाई सीखने का मौका दिया, जिससे अब हम अच्छे से सिलाई सीखकर अपने खुद के कपड़े और आस-पास पड़ोस रिश्तेदारों के कपड़े सिलकर बेनिफिट कमा पा रहे हैं।
When women grows, communities flourish. Our training programs are designed to bridge the gap between education and employability, ensuring every woman and girl can stand on her own feet with pride.
आज के दिन तो एक जो सपना देखा गया था उसे आप एक शेप में होते हुए देख सकते हैं।
के साथ रिखाणी गांव जो कि अल्मोड़ा में स्थित है वहां पे पहुंचा। अमृता देवी अर्थ केयर की तरफ से जो कार्य पर्यावरण के लिए किया जा रहा है उसका एक जायजा हमने यहाँ पे लिया। मुझे ऐसा लगा कि एक ऐसा काम कर रहे हैं कि जो सिर्फ पर्यावरण के साथ साथ जो यहाँ के रहने वाले हैं उनको भी इकोनॉमिकली सपोर्ट करें। ये जो मेरे पीछे आप देख रहे हैं ये एक चंदन का वृक्ष है। कभी सोचा नहीं होगा कि चंदन के वृक्ष उत्तराखंड में भी इस तरह से लगाए जा सकते हैं, बट ये जो मुहिम चलाई है जहां लोगों को एक दिशा दी गई है कि वो चंदन के पेड़ लगाएं, पर्यावरण की तरफ है ही जो सपोर्ट उसमें मिलेगा, बट इकोनॉमिकली ऑल्सो इट विल हेल्प द पीपल दोज हु आर रिसाइडिंग इन दिस एरिया।
मेरा नाम सुनीता मेहता है, मैं ग्राम रिखाणी से हूँ और हमें आज अमृता देवी फाउंडेशन द्वारा धुआं रहित चूल्हे मिले। हम इनका प्रयोग करेंगे तो हमें धुआं नहीं लगेगा और जिससे हमारा स्वास्थ्य ठीक रहेगा। अमृता देवी फाउंडेशन का धन्यवाद करती हूँ जिन्होंने हमें धुआं रहित चूल्हे दिए।
Our work being recognized by the leading organizations. We have been awarded as the Best NGO in 2021 by the GNE Awards, and our commitment to excellence has earned us the Incredible Workplaces Gold certification. Our partnership with ICO India Services Private Limited, Express IT, Sharp, and other leading organizations continue to strengthen our impact. So, together we can build a future where every woman is skilled, every tree is nurtured, and every life is transformed. Be a part of this change. Visit our website, follow us on social media, and join hands with Amrita Devi Foundation today.
Thank you, Manan and Himlata. So, it's a pleasure to welcome you all again to this inspiring session on women in leadership, empowering change through corporate responsibility. In today's world, leadership is no longer defined merely by positions or titles. It's defined by purpose, empathy, and impact. And who better embodies these qualities than women leaders who not only drive business excellence but also nurture change through compassion and responsibility? Today, we have with us an exceptional leader who perfectly represents the spirit. Our guest for today is Ms. Alpana Sarna, Head of HR and Skill Development Centers, CSR at Singer India, a 170-year-old global leader in sewing machines. With over 30 years at Singer, she has done multiple hats, from leading advertising to 15 years to even being the face of the brand herself. Under her leadership, Singer's CSR initiative, Ek Nayi Pehchan, has empowered over 30,000 unprivileged women across India through sewing skills, helping them build self-reliant futures. Contributions have earned her honors, including CHRO Lifetime Achievement Award, Women of Steel Leadership Commitment to Posh, and Most Impactful CSR Leader Award. A true blend of leadership, compassion, and creativity. Please welcome Ms. Alpana Sarna.
Good morning, and thank you so much for that kind introduction. I truly appreciate, and I'm honored to be part of this talk show today. And I look forward to sharing my perspective. I want to thank the organizers for organizing this talk show, and whosoever is present here to be part of this show, and greatly listen to me, whatever perspective I can share over here. So. I think moving on, though Mank has already briefed about me, but I would like to also sum up a little bit about me, of my journey with Singer India for last, over 30 years. So it's been quite a journey, a roller coaster. I have done multitasking, a lot of multitasking that I've done. I was handling advertising, and then retail also. I handled a shop in shop concept we had. So HR was always with me, but it was I think the management had always given me an opportunity to grow and handle different aspects of the organization. So when I look back and see that yes, I really got an opportunity to come forward and share my whatever talent I had, I could share in the organization. So today I am just not an HR leader, but I think I'm a bridge between the business and the social impact. So I'm more of a people and a purpose driven leader. So I head the HR function at Singer India, and along with we have a CSR project of Ek Nayi Pehchan, wherein we kind of give knowledge of sewing skills to marginalized women of the society. So this is like giving them a new identity, and giving them a platform where they can come out of their houses. They make themselves financially independent, and it's kind of giving them a sustainable future, because they can support their family. I think when we actually teach one woman a skill, she goes beyond her talent and nurtures her whole family. So this is the whole idea, behind our CSR concept also. And that is why, I think that there are two different aspects of a women leader. Once a leader is a woman is a leader on the top, she carries a lot of empathy and a lot of sympathy and collaborative things that she brings with her. So for me, it's not been always like this, that I'm climbing the leadership roles in my organization. It's about creating certain systems that can kind of influence the people around, in our organization, our employees, give them a voice to be heard, to be, risen where they are, and they should feel valued and inspired with whatever an organization is doing. So that is kind of a corporate responsibility which our organization is also built in over the period. And I'm really proud to be part of our this Singer India, which is a multinational company. As may also introduced, we are a legacy brand. We are over 170 years of brand, and our number one sewing machine brand as well. So this is just about me. Thank you so much for this introduction of mine.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much, Miss Alpana, for giving this perspective also from. So let's begin. We first of all, let me tell you, we are blessed to have you here, and
Thank you.
I'm sure that we are going to have a wonderful conversation ahead.
Yeah.
Great. So first question to you. So what do you think that what does women in leadership mean to you in today's corporate and social context?
So I have been in this, role for quite a longer time, and as I said, it's not always an easy for a woman to be climbing a leadership role and bringing, herself to a level. But I think today's, if I say women in leadership, it's not a gender conversation; it's a business transformation conversation. So when we say that women in leadership, we are talking beyond titles. As it is not a title that I'm carrying. It is a responsibility, that I carry with my tag of a leader.
Right.
And I think a woman has to influence a corporate with a lot of a strategy making. And it's not just that somebody has guided you to execute it, but you have to kind of involve yourself into many many aspects of the business that you are into it. And alongside, you have to shape the culture of the organization also. So taking decisions and driving value for the organization and the society, they're all intermingled. And a women leader has to do it with a lot of purpose and dignity. You have to be leading with compassion, and you should also not reflect yourself that you're a weak person. Always have to be very aggressive and always motivated. And I think a lot of smile on your face even you have fear or something inside you. So compassion also has to be built in a women leader. And
Right.
if I say that, it's like a mindset has to be there. It has to be trust building journey for a women leader to be in an organization and topping it also. So I think leader, I think it's not that the perfection that counts. It's a purpose that you are doing, and it has to be with consistent and value driven purpose, whatever you're doing in your role.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Thanks for informing us. And we completely agree that it is not easy for women to climb the leadership ladder. But of course, you have done it, and when it comes to you, it is more of a responsibility than title. Uh,
Yeah.
but it is also good to hear that you are shaping the culture of the organization. You are leading with compassion, and of course, so that's really nice to hear. So, Alpana ji, how do you think that corporate responsibilities can be a strong tool to empower women within organizations?
So I think a corporate, when culture where they actually bring up the women leaders, women on the top of the role. So it is like, it's like an equalizer for a corporate. It's not that there is biasness that should be coming into corporate culture. So there has to be formal systems which should be set. And it's not that on somebody's individual goodwill that you have reached top notch of a level. And you can't hold it for long. If you don't have skill and talent, you can't hold that position for long. And I think introduction of DI policies, Gender biasness should not be there. There should be equal opportunities for women, and obviously the corporate commitments that go along. So I think that if that corporates have those purpose-led, culture strengths within it, that builds a lot of confidence, voice, and visibility to a women, and that is much important, for a women to strive in an organization. If she may have good talent and skill, but if a corporate is not realizing that talent and not bringing her to that level, then even that talent dies away. So a lot of corporates, that responsibility has to be there within the senior management, or whosoever is responsible on the top management, to bring the leaders amongst on the top of the platform. So I think it's a lot of support that is required for a woman, that she is in that workplace, she's rising, she's leading, and with dignity. So this is how a women actually become a catalyst in an organization for a sustainable growth of that organization also. So we're not just participants. I think we should be part of decision making, and and I know women are capable of bringing this strength out. Only they need a little spark in them to be seen. So when I had joined, I was lucky that I got good mentors, and they would also say, "Alpana, you are a rough diamond. Only you need to be polished." So generally, I used to think, why is he saying so? Because I think internally, when you are there, you don't realize your talent. It is a person or the persona who's looking at you. They realize, okay, she's young and she can do something. And only thing is, she needs to be kind of, coming from a comfort zone. Also, that also has to be there. So I think a lot of things that I did to come up to this level, and struggle is always a part of this. But if you say that if you don't bring the horse to a pond and then still it doesn't drink, that it is not possible. So horse has to drink the water to come to quench his thirst. So I think this is a lot of thing that goes into making women leader to come on the top, and kind of strive to be there and get balanced.
Right, right, absolutely correct. As you very rightly said, talent is nothing without opportunity. And once
Yeah,
talented women get opportunity, there's nothing like that. And the even better thing is that when the opportunity creator is also become women, then
yeah.
there's nothing like that. Things even become better. And of course, as
So
you said, that struggle is a
yeah,
part of the journey for everyone. It's not
yes,
only women, but it's
yes.
for everyone. So it is.
So
I'm sure that you may have gone through that. So,
I
so
also
good.
want to add on, like
Yeah, please, please.
I'm heading the CSR, the social impact part of it. So
Right.
it's about a decade that I've been handling this portfolio. But when this CSR whole thing started, so we were with the commandment decided what to be doing, and I said that we're already into sewing, and this is the medium that we can give women a chance to learn something. So that time, we had this thing, what do we call this concept? So I said, okay, let's give it a ek nahi pehchan. So this is how,
Right.
we kind of, and then, that passion always grew in me, that, there has to be something which should be done. And if we can bring up, the rural women, the marginalized women, to come out of their houses, learn this skill, and contribute, to their society and the, family. And I, over the years, I learned that when these women were brought out of their houses, they were doubting themselves in the initially. They have a lot of constraints from their families. You can't go out. But some these women actually struggled. They had to fight their system within the family to come out of their families, do this course, and that entrepreneurship thing, kind of cultivated in them. And now when I look back and see that many women, they come to me, ma'am, I we didn't know that we can come out of the house, and we come out of the house, and we actually have freedom to move out, learn so many things. And we don't want to go back home and kind of get shackled in those four walls. Though it's a simple skill, but it is giving them an opportunity. And when they come to a skill center, it's not that they're learning the sewing skills. It is they are kind of learning the soft skills. The behavior changes, their talking things changes, they become polished. And I think all these things really matter. And even if these small strata of women who are there, they get confident, and when you meet them, you create confidence in them. So amongst all this journey, I've brought many women out of their house and kind of given them a life. They used to come in kind of sari cladded, sar dhaka hua hai. But now they're all moving without it also, and their family accept it.
Right, right. So, of course, as you said, that give them bread and that will take care of a day, and give them skills and
Yes.
that will take care of their whole life and their family as well. So, of
Yeah,
course,
yeah,
you're doing the right thing, right direction. You're going in the right direction, and not only right direction, but then a lot of prosperity is coming to the women and confidence. Of course, as you said, that soft
yes,
skills are also improving, so that also helps
yeah,
them in not only the professional world but also in their personal world as well, personal life as well.
yes, yes.
That said, so one very important question, as we talked about struggle. So, if you could talk about what are some of the key challenges women still face even in today's world while stepping into leadership roles, and how can corporates address them effectively?
So that's a very valid question, Hank, and we leaders, globally, you see women in the leadership roles. They are there. So as I said, to coming to that level is a lot of hard work that a woman has to go through it. So I would say biases still exist. In your capability, and you're testing your capabilities and promotions, and also there's a risk taking perception whether a women can really take that risk or not. So the women have to prove themselves more often than another gender would say. And they get little they get stretcher opportunities, stretching themselves opportunities have to be there. And what I really need the corporates to understand is that while there should be unbiased evaluation system that is there, a lot of leaderships roles have to be developed without bias. And a woman should be given a role, if she has a voice, let it come out of it, and it should not be suppressed in a manner that oh, she's a woman, she will not be able to do it. Most of the times, in the boardrooms, sometimes the women face this. You want to put your voice, but say no, 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 अरे नहीं ये नहीं कर पाएंगी, why don't you do it this task? So then you have to come out of that and say no, I can do it. I have the skill set, I have that knowledge, I have the talent. Why not me? So somewhere, this biasness has to be taken care by corporates, and I know many corporates are now doing DI and all that is coming into the world of corporates. So more and more corporates, look into it. I think the women have a very very larger role to play in an organization then.
Correct, correct. So, of course, we understood that biases still exist. That is, of course, that is the reality. And of course, it is better if we cross this phase as soon as possible, wherein biases don't exist. But then, yes, that's the reality. And of course, promotions, risk taking perception, that is not there against women. But then, as you said, that women have to prove themselves more than the other gender. That's the uh, you're absolutely right in saying that if women want to voice their opinion, corporates should let it happen, and of course they should be given
Yeah,
more opportunities. And once they
yeah,
are given
yeah.
opportunities, we have seen wonders. We have seen it in the past. We can see you are also an example in front of us. Great. So can you please share any real life examples or initiatives where women led leadership brought visible change in the company's CSR or social impact strategy? Let's bring that to words.
Yeah, yeah, sure. I when I took this CSR project in my hands, and gradually I started moving into the field, and we were opening skill centers. So as we opened the skill centers, we had to get a mobility of women also to be coming there. And then we were doing a lot of word of mouth publicity, that women should come out of your houses. And I visited some of the women's houses also, to give the confidence to the family that please let them be out. So we they were near, we are based in Delhi, so NCR was the main some of the NCR towns that we had visited there. So gradually I found that the women were coming, they were coming. And I said they used to be they were wearing the pattais on their head, and and gradually when they finished the course, I made women to we have a uniform in our Singer India, so I'm wearing one of them. So we said, you can be transformed, come out of this, and we'll make you supervisors. We trained them, we made them to visit other centers and give them a platform to kind of show their home and family that I am not a sari cladded woman. I am more of a businesswoman now. So I had real examples wherein we had some of the students, the students' husband, expired very early in age, and then I went to her house, and already I was building a platform for her to be kind of leading one of our skill centers. So when I went home, and and I said to their family, look, if she had not learned this skill, she would not be able to. She was only a housewife for you. Now she's a skill in her hand, and you can now look at, she had got three children. How will she going to feed them? So let her come out of the house. And I think her mother-in-law was so impressed. She said, ma'am, you come all the way to our house, and that lot gives a lot of strength to the family. And then she had a very good journey. She was made she was looking at our many skill centers. She would come out of the house, wear the uniform, and yes, if it going back home, she will be kind of dressed in a little manner. But I think a lot of confidence building went in all this way. So I really feel honored that I made women financially independent, directly lifting them a social upliftment that was given to them. And I felt that this was a purpose that was built into our social impact all the way through. So I think that is one thing I really wanted to be kind of sharing. And that is not one story. There are many other stories also. There are girls or women who are getting harassed in their home, but once they've come out and taken this job, and they've struggled and they've fought for that to come out of that shackles. When because these families of lower middle class, they don't actually encourage the women to be doing some role. But there are examples now I have with me, non who have come out of the family and said, नहीं मुझे तो काम करना है, तुम्हें नहीं काम करना, तुम घर में बैठो, मैं तो जा रही हूँ, and I am going to be kind of looking at my career also. So these opportunities have been built in by us.
Great, great. That's a classic example of walking the talk. The way you've inspired, the way you've went to that lady's place, and of course talked to her mother-in-law also. That's really inspiring. And of course, I mean, once you are saying that you're not only a homemaker, you can be a businesswoman, and of course,
Yeah,
you are making many women converted into the businesswomen. That's really
yeah,
nice. So before I jump to the next question, I have few comments over here which are
yeah.
getting. So Miss Amrita is saying, "Wonderful, Alpana ji. Your journey reminds us to that leadership is not just about our positions; it's about the impact we create, the people we empower, and the values we stand for." Yeah, there it is. So we are so glad to have her share experiences, the insights uh, with us today. I'm sure that her story will touch many hearts and inspire all of us keep moving forward with the courage and conviction. So that's
Thank you
one.
so
Thank you,
much.
Hemlata ji. And then
Thank you.
we have a comment from Mr. Manan also. He's saying that loving the discussion, very informative and thought provoking. So thank you
Pleasure.
so much, Manan. So there it is. Great. So coming to the next question. So it's how important do you feel is mentorship and networking for women inspiring to take leadership roles, especially the one in the corporate world?
So, Mank, I feel that I think both of them are very, very critical for a women leader in an organization. If you have a good mentor, you are actually getting a direction from that mentor, and that matters a lot, because you feel directionless sometimes. But if somebody is directing you, you don't know, you have that fire, but somebody has to be there to guide you and take you over there. So as I said that I was told that you are a rough diamond, but you have to be sharpened. And there were many aspects, I would say, no, I can't do this. The modeling came to me, for becoming the, as I was So I got this chance, but I said, no, how can it be a model? I can't do a modeling of singer. And, so the mentor who was at that time, no, you can't do it. So I was face of singer for, quite some time, and I did that. So that was the mentorship and direction. And, this is how you actually come out of your own, little self. And mentorship and networking is also very important. If you get right kind of networking, you build your visibility, and alongside you build your mobility also. So I think the mentorship is something which gives your potential a direction, and network, if you have, that gives, that direction is given an impact thereafter. So I think both of them go very much hand in hand, and that is required. It is really really required for corporates to give this kind of dual role to a women.
Right, right. Very rightly said that mentors play a huge role. Many times when you are directionless, mentors are the ones. They will help
Yes,
you,
yes,
guide you through that tough times and to the direction. But
exactly,
one
exactly.
important question over here. Just tell us more about that. You being the face of the organization or modeling. Just tell us more about that experience, please.
So I think this is no long back. I would say it's about 10, 12 years back, and then I was handling advertising. I handled it for almost 10, 12 years, and I was already into it. So one of my, that time my chairman actually, he said, Alna, why don't you do something? And always putting other people's in front of you, and putting them on the face of the leaflets or something. You should also try. I said, no, I can't be doing this kind of a role. He said, okay, give it a try. So I gave it a try, and we, that time we had an agency who was doing it. And I think the whole thing, from makeup to dress and everything, was my own creation. So I took out from my wardrobe some clothes, and I, kind of did some modeling on leaflets. And we have this very fashion maker range, we call it, as a sewing machine. It's a very built in stitches, very nice model that we have for sewing machine. So it stitches. So I said, why don't you start something to kind of create an aura, that you were wearing a simple cloth and you were running this machine, and now you can make yourself more fashionable. So the whole thing went behind that, then bringing fashion at home. So he said, you can do that. Your aura will create a confidence amongst other women's. Rather than hiring a model which will say, okay, ye to mil jati hain. But someone who's grown inside a company is more of giving more influence to it. So even I'm wearing a shirt. I have this S on my shirt. These all are embroidered by our machines only. So this is how I think I entered into it, and for some few years I was part of that, and this is how my journey of modeling within the brand also started. So I did
That's
get appreciations, and someday I realized that we were more kind of very much present in South. So one of the days I saw some pictures of mine, on the hoarding. I said, "How could you do it without my asking it?" So they said, "नहीं हमने तो कर लिया." Dealers have done something innovation of their own. So I think that was also a very kind of very creative and nice journey that I've gone through in my phase of the corporate singer. Yeah.
that sounds really, really not only impressive but exciting also to see yourself on the hoardings over there. I don't know. I mean, I being a male, I can understand that how happy I will become if I see that. I don't know. Of course, there must be some excitement and some. Of course, you said that how you just question them also. So of course
So
that
when
was
I look at back and अरे मैं तो कुछ the models को तो मैं इतना पे कर रही थी. I didn't even charge for that, and not even hoardings. I would see myself, वो बहुत सारी auto branding भी होती थी. So these guys have done auto branding on their own. Dealers, they said हमने तो कर लिया खुद ही. They found my picture and they've done it. So it was also very a nice funny journey for me. And then now if you look at that कितना लोग charge करते हैं, wherever YouTube में गए influencers हैं, they get so much mileage. I said, अरे मैंने तो सब तुमको free में ही कर दिया.
that's good. Of course, that's giving back to the organization,
Yeah.
uh,
Yes, yes.
to the society.
So rightly, I think I gave that back to the company. Okay, you don't have to go and burn your money on somebody. I am there.
That's nice. Saving is also money. Save is also money earned. That is what they
Yes.
say. So of course they have saved, and of course you got a lot of fame at that time, and of course today that is one of the main things that you have done, and because of which you have reached that climbed that ladder. Very very nice. So with so much of experience that you have, and of course as you said that it has been a roller coaster journey. What advice would you give to the young women professionals who aspire to lead both in business and in creating positive societal change?
So to the young women, I would say that every woman has the power to influence a change. So what she achieves, and by the doors that she has in front of her, don't wait for permission or perfect moments to come into your lap. And also always choose growth over comfort. You have to speak with a lot of conviction and believe in yourself. You have to take bold decisions and build pathways for other women also. So don't wait for a validation that will come to you, and okay, I will give you this. I think you have to create your own journey and own path to reach there. And all this has to be filled with a lot of compassion, confidence. Speak up, you should speak up. Don't be in silent and very protected about you. And keep upskilling yourself. Learn business wherever you are, and not a function that you are into it. So no, that helps a lot of you. And as I said, and one has to lead with a lot of compassion, but along with that there should be a conviction also. So it's not that no, I would say that the future is not just women in leadership. It's about women leading the future.
That's
So
great. That's great.
yeah.
Of course, I think that is a time that we'll see. It's coming pretty soon to us. Wherein it's not going to be women future of women leadership. It's women leading the future. And
Exactly.
very rightly said that it is better for women or for everyone to choose growth over comfort. Build pathways for women. Of course, it's build pathways for other women also. So that's really
Yeah, I
nice.
know sometimes women, they get obviously the house is also there. You have to be doing multifaceted role. Then you give a career your backstage. I think that has to be kind of कि मुझे I have to do both. Where you have to be coming out of that. Okay, I'm married now. I can't do this, or अब ये क्या करना है, I am settled. I think that should not come into you. So every day, I think every day is a fight for a women. I mean, if we step into the world of corporate, so every day is a new. It's a new day. Every day is a challenge. It's not that I am going, I'm sitting on the seat, or I'm doing my own work. You have to be coming out of a new thing every day, and I would say that a woman has to be motivated every day for herself. Her motivation has to come from within her only. Nobody's going to motivate you. You yourself
Right.
has to motivate yourself to start something for yourself.
Right, of course. With this thing also reminds me that it is when women when they say that women should be treated equal to men or that way. I think it is like gold is asking it's being gold is asking becoming equal to silver. I think women have that kind of the things that they do. I think it is impossible for men to do. The kind of variety that they have in their they take their house, they take care of their house also, they take care of at the office also, corporate world also, and of course people women like you who are empowering other women also. So it is not easy, not everyone can do that,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
women have that capability. So that's about it. So if before we wrap up, miss, so what message would you like to share with our audience, especially women who are striving to become leaders and agents of change in their fields?
So I would say that one liner that you have to be a catalyst for change. Very very
Right.
important. Unless and until you bring a change, it's a change not in your family, that you're there, and it's to the world around you also. So if you are bringing a change there, it may be a droplet, you may think that, oh, I'm not, ये तो मेरे से क्या होगा, मेरे करने से क्या होगा. But I think all these small things go a long way. I still remember, in my organization, when I was handling the portfolios. So some of the girls, they came up to me, ma'am, हमको आपकी तरह बनना, we want, you are our role model. So I felt so good. I might not be realizing what I am, but the other women are realizing,
Right.
that if she can do it, we can do it. So I think that is very much important for the women to be, building inside them. That fire should always be burning in you.
Right, right. So once you are moving in that direction, of course, other people are getting inspired. And as you said, that we have to, that women have to be the catalyst for change. And then once that
Yeah,
happens, of course, we are making other women more empowered, more and more women empowered on that.
exactly.
Great. So thank you so much, Miss. So what a wonderful and enlightening conversation this has been. Miss Alpana's journey beautifully reminds us that the true leadership isn't just about reaching the top, it's about lifting others as you rise. Through her work in women empowerment and corporate social responsibility, she has shown us how business goals and human goals can truly go hand in hand, as we discussed. So as we close this session, let's carry on with one key thought: when women lead with purpose, organizations transform, and so does society. So thank you, Ms. Alpana, for sharing your wisdom and inspiring inspiration with us today. And thank you, everyone, for being such a lovely audience.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Mayank and Hemlata, for organizing this talk show. I'm sure whosoever has been attending this could get something from me. Thank you
Of
so
course,
much.
we must be taking we are taking a hands full from today's session. So
Thank
thank you
you.
once again, Ms. Alpana.
Thank you.